Hey, this is Tamisha here. Wanted to share 5 tips when choosing a solo ad vendor. The first one is you can find solo ad vendors in groups, Facebook groups. There's lots of vendors in there. What you'll see their testimonials. So it would be like solo ad vendors testimonial groups on Facebook. You can see their testimonials in there, and what you're looking for is if they're real people or are they other vendors. And how you can tell that is click on it on the person that's actually doing the testimonial and go to their page and see if they're selling. So that is one way to find your vendors. And then once you have found a vendor of your choice, then you will also look at their overage. Now, if they're saying their overage is like 100% or something like that, then that's ridiculous. That's not a good vendor, because who does that? But 35 to 50% overage is pretty good. So that's what you're looking for when you're in those groups looking for a vendor. Now, the second thing you want to look for is how many sales they're getting per click. So what you're looking for is 1 to 2 sales per 100 to 200 clicks. So while you're doing your research in the Facebook group looking for the vendor, you want to make sure that 35 to 50% overage and 1 to 2 sales per 100 to 200 clicks. Now, while you're doing this research, you also want to, once you've selected them, you want to go to their sales page. Now, their sales page should have a picture of them on it. If it does not, ditch that one. If it does, make sure that it matches their Facebook page. So that way you'll know that's a good vendor, a real vendor. And then, check out their pricings to see how much they're charging on there for the tier ones, 80% to 100%, which that's what you're looking for. And also, tip number 2 is once you have selected the vendor, now it's time to send them a message. And the questions that you want to ask the vendor is this list they have, is it their list or is it a brokerage list? If it's their list, then they'll be pretty familiar with their list. They know exactly what they can offer to. And if it's a broker list, it's just a whole bunch of other vendors sending them a list. So that's one question. And then tip number 4 is you want to know how much they charge. And this is where you start negotiating. 50 cents to 70 cents is a really good price. Now, when they start charging $1 per click, that's too much for us. So 50 cents to 70 cents is good. And tip number 5 is when will they deliver your clicks to you? Now, 72 hours is max. Anything above that is unacceptable. That's a good wait time, is 72 hours. And then one last thing I wanted to share is asking the vendor when was the last time that they sent your offer to their list. This is very important, very, very important, because if they just sent your offer to their list, then you're not going to get very much opt-in rate or response from that list because they've already seen that offer. What you're looking for is either no is an answer. That's a good answer. That means you got a great vendor, or it's been about 2 weeks. So those are the 5 tips that you should use, or that I use when I select vendors for your solo ads. And you can click on the link below if you want to learn more about solo ads. Have an awesome day.